Hi everyone, welcome to Stampin' on the Farm with Cherie. I'm Cherie Wheatley, an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we're going to be making this cute little Christmas card. A while back ago I saw this on Pinterest. I'm sorry I can't remember the lady's name that posted that, but thank you so much for this post. And I just changed it up just a little bit. Um, so, if you're all ready, I'm ready, so let's get stamping. I'm just going to set this off to the side here. All right, now what you're going to need to make this card is a sheet of Cherry Cobbler cardstock. And this is a half sheet, 8.5 by 5.5. And I scored it at 4 1/4. And using the bone folder here, just burnish the crease here to make it a little bit more tight there. So that's our card base. It's Cherry Cobbler. And then I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock here. The Whisper White here is cut 4 inches by 5 1/4. And that's to go in here. And so you put your greeting on. Then we have a piece of Be Merry Designer Series paper, or DSP. We're using a piece of this. It's the same size as the inside, which is 4 by 5 1/4 inches, and that will go right here. And let's lay this over here. You can kind of see what I'm going with here. And I guess I have it in the frame here. And then you need a piece of Whisper White scrap to stamp your sentiment here. And then I have a piece of garden green cardstock that's cut for these banners here. The dimensions are 2 inches by 4 1/4 inches. And I've already run this piece through the cable knit embossing folder. This is a dynamic textured embossing folder, and it's a lot thicker than the other ones, but it really gives this 3D kind of look that pops up on that. And this one is called the cable knit. So to save time, I went ahead and ran that through the embossing folder using the Big Shot. I'll get it out eventually. And then I have another piece of the Be Merry Designer Series paper for this other banner here, and it's cut at 1.5 by 3 3/4 inches. And I went ahead to also save time. I stamped the sentiment on the Whisper White and ran this through using this die with the Big Shot from using the stitched shaped framelits dies. It's the largest one. They come like, there's ovals and circles and squares. And I use the largest one in the set to cut this out here. Okay. Now, already done that. All right, so let's go ahead and adhere our inside layer using the snail adhesive. Okay. I also like to use the multi-purpose glue. It gives you, that was just right here on my counter here. The multi-purpose glue gives you wiggle room to adjust things when you're trying to get it lined up. Alright, there's our card base with the inside layer. And now we'll take the Be Merry Designer Series paper and go ahead and attach that. Oops, everything's wiggling around. That is not lined up too good there. Let me adjust my little crease. Golly. Just the crease here. Redo this. Because it didn't seem like my edges were lined up very good there. Alright. Now we'll put our DSP on. It still is not good. It is still not lined up. Oh well. It is a handmade card. So there's going to be some imperfections. Okay. Now we'll set that over there. Now, to make these banners, I used our banner triple punch. I always want to call it triple banner punch, but the catalog, it says banner triple punch. This makes it very nice punching. They have punching these banners. There's like, I think it's 2-inch, 1.5, and 1-inch. The slots, the different slots you can put in. But you can also put other sizes in or smaller and turn it over when you slide it in to the back and kind of line it up how you want. But I'm just going to take this 2-inch piece, take it all the way back to the back. Okay, there we go. And there's one of the banners. And we'll take our other piece and take it all the way to the back. And there's our two banners. Alright. Okay, then I'm going to attach these to a little off-center here. This piece with that one, using the snail adhesive. Make it a little bit. I've got to have it straight. Alright, that's much better. Okay, now we're going to attach this about right there. This is a pretty quick card. You could probably mass produce it with no problem. I've got to do a few more of these to try to finish up my Christmas cards. I haven't got them all done yet. There we go. And now we're going to put this oval with our merriest Christmas wishes. Oh, I forgot to tell you what stamp set I got this from. Sorry. Watercolor Christmas. That's that. And then I'm going to put on the inside this greeting right here. Okay. And I'm going to pop this up with Stampin' Dimensionals. Yep. Okay. Now, position it where you want and see if you like it. That way you can see some of this beautiful cable knit embossing on this green, the garden green cardstock here. And I like that, and just push it down. There you go. And then using this ribbon here, it's called, this is the Cherry Cobbler, and it's the double stitched ribbon. I made a bow. I went ahead and made it ahead of time to save you all the agony of watching me try to tie this bow. I don't know what. I'm like Butterfingers here, or all thumbs, or whatever way to describe it, but I have a hard time getting these things to, getting the bows to, to tie the bow, and getting these little X's to be all facing up this way, and not have, because the other side's got this little line, and little lines here. But I finally got it, and luckily you didn't have to watch me go through all that. Whew. Now I'm using the mini glue dots to attach this ribbon right here. So just get you on here, and there you go. Pretty easy. Now, you can go ahead and stamp. I'm going to go ahead and stamp this, the greeting that's in this watercolor Christmas. As you deck the halls, enjoy sweet treats, and gather with family, may the love and happiness continue to radiate in your lives throughout the coming year. That's very nice, all that's in there. And there's Season of Cheer and Oh Joy and these little cute little Christmas trees that you could, make the cards with. I really like this stamp set. And if I didn't say it, which we used the only ink we've used is Garden Green. That's what I stamped this out with. And that's what we'll use to stamp this for the inside. Stamp it up here. And then I like to double check it before I stamp it on the inside. And usually I don't adhere this down until I've stamped it, just in case I've made a mistake on it, because I can always turn the cardstock over, so cross your fingers that it goes okay. That's good enough. I'll take that. Close this back up. All right, there you go. That's a pretty quick and simple card to make. I hope you enjoyed making this with me. And I will have listed below this YouTube video. I'll have a link to all the supplies that I used to make this card. And I will also have it posted on my blog, and I'll have a link to that, stampingonthefarmwithcherie.com. You can go over and check out. Have the dimensions and all the supplies listed on there as well. So thank you for joining me. And if you do not have a Stampin' Up demonstrator and you live in the United States, I sure would love to earn your business. That would be wonderful. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and share. And until next time, happy stamping!